What's up, guys? This is Kephas. Welcome, everyone, to my first ever playthrough of a Pokemon game on YouTube. And I'm very excited because this is the first Pokemon game that's on the big screen. And we're going to get right into it. So we are going to pick our character, and I'm going to go with a girl. And I'm going to go with the blonde girl, because why not? And her name is going to be Ash. Whoops, not Jay. There we go. Ash, because...
Do something!
So I'm really excited about this because this is the first Pokemon game that's ever been on the big screen, and I've been a Pokemon fan since I was a kid. And I've always struggled with Pokemon games because of my vision being on the little Game Boy screens. And now, having it on the big screen is such a big deal. So I know that there might be a lot of people that don't care too much for this game for different reasons. But I really, really do love this game because of what it means to me. Being, the first Pokemon game that I can really sink my teeth into. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot about it that I like, and we're going to talk about a lot of that kind of stuff. But I wanted to do this because I really do like this game. I thought it'd be fun. And what we're going to actually do is a Nuzlocke run, which I'll explain the rules of that. But this is my first ever Nuzlocke I've ever done in a Pokemon game, so I'm also really excited about that. So yeah, a lot of cool things I get to experience here. So this is like, my first ever Nuzlocke playthrough. And the rules of that are basically, so you have to name all of your, I guess I gotta keep hitting A. Sorry, I'll spare you me trying to read all that text, and we'll just talk about stuff. So the rules are, you have to nickname all of your Pokemon that you catch, so that you have like an emotional attachment to them, I guess. Which is kind of funny, because if your Pokemon faints, then in the rules of Nuzlocke, that means it's dead, which means that you cannot use it anymore for the rest of the game. So that's a big deal, right? On top of that, you can only catch the first Pokemon of any of the regions. So, like on Route 1, the first Pokemon I encounter, I catch it. I can't catch anything else. That's the rules. So that's pretty crazy too. Now, there are a lot of different variations of Nuzlocke rules, and I since I've never done one before, I was like trying to find what the rules are, and with a lot of the changes with this game, that changes things up a little bit, and people have different rules. So we'll cover a lot of those things as we go. But generally speaking, those are the main rules. Pokemon dies, can't use it anymore. Gotta nickname them so that you feel bad if it happens. And then, of course, you can only catch one Pokemon per region. So that's kind of the idea there. So as these guys do their thing and we get through all this RP, like I said, I'm really excited about this game. Because like if I haven't explained it well enough yet, if this is your first video of watching me, then you should probably know that I am visually impaired. So I'm incredibly nearsighted, and those tiny Game Boy and DS screens were always a very difficult thing for me to play. Though I did play Pokemon games, I couldn't get too deep into them because of just the headaches that it would cause. And it was a shame because I really liked Pokemon. I did have like a Super Game Boy when I was a kid, so I could play the original Pokemon games on my Super Nintendo, which helped out a lot. And then, of course, there are emulators, which allowed me to play Pokemon games. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got to experience them too much. But now, an official Pokemon game on the big screen is like a dream come true for me. Only had to wait like a little over 20 years for it to happen, but I'm glad it did. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So, here's Hop, everyone, your rival. A lot of people hate on Hop, but honestly, I think Hop is a pretty cool dude, in fact. And, yeah, like I said, we'll go over a lot of the stuff about this game as time goes on. But, again, there's a lot of text in the early game. I'm going to spare you the displeasure of having to try to listen to me try to read through all this stuff. So, so here we are, everyone. Meet Ash. And, there's a Munchlax. And, yeah, there's Mom. Hi, Mom. How you doing? She's probably got things to say. Okay, let's keep going. Oh. We need a backpack. Nope, not the bed, the backpack. So I'm very clumsy, obviously, like with any game you've ever seen me play. I don't read text, so I never know what I'm doing, and I'm always just man, she's got some really red ears. What the heck? Like, anybody else? Is she like embarrassed? Is she like hot right now or something? I don't know. I just noticed that her ears are very red. Okay, so let's see. We just gotta leave. So the Nuzlocke doesn't technically start until you have Pokeballs. So until then, we're just kind of playing the game as normal. And that's unfortunate because the beginning of this game it's always exciting because this is like my 4th playthrough. Truthfully, I like this game that much, and now that we have Pokemon Home, I've been playing this game over and over and over again because I actually enjoy playing through this game quite a lot. I don't know why, I just think it's fun, but unfortunately, the beginning of the game has a lot of dialogue, and in games like this, kind of drives me crazy, but it's all good. So this poor sheep is just not getting that there's a door there and keeps trying to go, I guess. That's what's up. Alright, so let's see. Can we move yet, please? Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're just kind of following Hop around right now. He's very enthusiastic. He's like, that friend when you go to King's Island and you can't even like take a second to look around because he just wants to go to the next ride. Actually, I never had a friend like that. My best friend, true story, we went to like Cedar Point. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. We went to Cedar Point, but the only time I've ever got to go, and I went with my friend who was like too cool for school. Like he like came wearing like a button-up shirt, like long sleeve with like dress shoes on, because we went with a large group and there were a lot of girls, I guess. And he didn't want to ride anything, and since I was hanging with him, I didn't ride anything. So I kind of ruined my experience with going to Cedar Point because I was trying to be cool with my friend who was being cool. So anyways, point of the story is there's nothing wrong with having a friend like Hop around because he's enthusiastic and he gets you to go do things, and see, he's getting us to go to town now. We just follow him around and that's how we get sucked into all these cool adventures. So yeah, that's what's up. Alright, so he's got a Pokemon already. We don't, unfortunately. We're not cool enough yet. But that's going to change because we're going to get a Pokemon and then we're going to just ruin his whole career throughout the entire game. Spoiler alert. So, alright, so now we're going down here to meet the greatest hero in all of Pokemon ever. He's like the John Cena of Pokemon, straight up. You can't even see him. I can't even see him, which doesn't say much because I can't see much of anything. But you can't even see him because he's that awesome. So there he is, everyone. The world champion of Pokemon, Leon, who will be just reminding you every chance you get to see him how cool he is. And yeah, I can't stand Leon if you haven't figured it out. I like Hop. I think people are too hard on Hop. But Leon, poor Leon, or well, not poor Leon, ouch. Poor Hop is like under his shadow and he gets a bad rap. And then here's Leon, who's just like this annoying guy who everybody worships because he's supposed to be this great champion, I guess? I don't know. But, yeah. So I'm already trying to figure out which starter I want to go with here because, you want to try to take any advantage you can. We don't want any of our Pokemon to get wiped out early on, especially. Hopefully, I won't have a single Pokemon get wiped out at all. I don't know if there are any rules about how much you can grind, but obviously it's a lot easier to level up your Pokemon in this game. But just because you have a high-level Pokemon does not necessarily mean that it can't get knocked out by a Pokemon that's, a bit lower level than you. So, you can't get too cocky. You can't just, relax and sit pretty. You gotta be smart. You gotta be careful. You gotta protect your Pokemon and make sure they don't faint. So that means having some extra potions. And it's actually the opposite of how I normally play. So I'm probably the worst. I always just buy a bunch of Pokeballs so I can catch everything, and then just if my Pokemon faints, I just run back to town and heal them. But so I wouldn't buy a lot of potions. I would buy mostly Pokeballs. But we're gonna probably have to consider doing something different this time, because we don't want any of our Pokemon to faint. So here are the 3 starters. And my favorite, if you want to know the truth, is actually Grookey. Because I like Rillaboom. Rillaboom is like one of the coolest Pokemon in all of Pokemon to me. I think he's awesome. He's a giant gorilla dude. See, he's even trying to be nice and console his friend for crying. See, they're all buddies. But I don't know if Rillaboom's the one I want to go with because I think Score Bunny might be the better option. So I think I might do that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Score Bunny. It stinks though because I got a nickname. I already got a cool nickname for my Rillaboom if I was to go with him because I'd just name him Boomer because that makes the most sense. But I think we're going to go with Score Bunny. And he's going to help us out early on. He's going to help us out later on as well when we start dealing with ice types. But then again, when we deal with some other types like rock, I think he's pretty much useless. But he's also a very strong Pokemon to have in general. So, yeah, let's just do it. Heck with it. You know what? I can strategize all day long. But, alright, would I like to give a nickname to Score Bunny? Yes, I have to. So, we're going to name him Blitz. Yeah. Blitz. Is that right? Am I spelling it correctly? B-L-I-T-Z. Blitz is his name, because that sounds cool to me. What's up, Blitz? You're now my bro. We're going to get through this together. Blitz and Ash. Oh, I should have named him Bob. Oh well. I'll have to find another Pokemon and name him Bob. Because Bob's always got to be doing something. That would have made the most sense. All right, so it's okay. We've got Blitz, and now he's got Boomer. We're just gonna pretend like his name's Boomer, and because Hop is kind of the worst trainer of all time because he just automatically goes with the one who has a disadvantage. But now Leon has got a Fire type and a Water type, so that means I might have made things a little harder. Maybe I should have gone with Grookey, because then I could have just given him 2 Fire types. But yeah, so anyway, we're gonna eat now. I like how look at Hop here with 2 shish kebabs, being all excited. He's just so enthusiastic. It's nice. I like him. I don't know why people hate on him so much. He's by far not anywhere close to being the worst rival. In fact, I think Hop is one of the best rivals. But I can't explain too much of that right now. Right now, he's just very enthusiastic. He's got this thing where he wants to prove himself to his brother. And I actually really appreciate the journey he goes through in this game. I think it's a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for it. A lot of people, tend to hate on this game a lot. I honestly think that a lot of the things that people hate on about this game are valid. With the Pokédex, not having every Pokemon in. But I think that frustration also caused people to overanalyze every little thing about this game and fault it for things that you could probably complain about any Pokemon game. So I think that's a thing. I also think it causes people to overlook some of the charm that the game has. Not to say that you can't criticize it by any means. There are plenty of things to criticize it for, but I definitely think it's not as bad as a lot of people claim it is. I think it's better than that, but I definitely do think that it could have been better than it was. If they could have done more for sure, and I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, I really like it because, like I said, it's the first Pokemon game that I can sit here on my big screen TV and play, and not have eye strain and have horrible headaches. It's very nice. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful to be doing this series. And I'm grateful for you guys for checking it out. So, anyways, as we continue to just ramble on while we kick Hop's butt because he's really not a big deal at all. We can just take down 2 Pokemon with our 1 without even worrying about fainting. Oh, look at that though. We use type advantage. Hop is going to get really excited about that because he can't imagine that anybody could understand how rock, paper, scissors works. But we do. We understand it very well because we're going to use Ember and bam. Look at that. So the thing about Hop though is at the beginning, he kind of picks Pokemon that you're strong against, so it makes you think, oh, he's going to be a breeze. And since you can level so easily in this game, you can kind of overpower him pretty easily. But I give him credit because throughout the game, he's going to change up his team quite a lot and try to throw you for a curve. And which is nice. Oh, and also he heals you up all the time because he's such a bro, which is going to be nice in this Nuzlocke run. So he does try to switch things up and challenge you a little bit. And if you don't overgrind, then he can be, a little bit of a surprise. But I've never really felt like I had trouble beating this game. I think this playthrough might be the first time I have any trouble because of the Nuzlocke run, because, Pokemon can faint, and my god, having your best Pokemon faint late in the game or something crazy like that could be a disaster. So, but like I said, we will get into more of the rules as time goes on. But for now, we're just going to keep on going. I thought there might have been an item over there, but I guess not. So, whoops. Crash. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh yeah, the Wooloo finally, after using Tackle for 100 times, the HP of the gate finally went to 0, and the gate fainted, and the Wooloo was able to get through, is what I'm assuming happened. Man, I gotta make some tough calls early on, because I don't have a major grand strategy going on, but hang on a second. Let's see if we have any Pokeballs yet. Is this thing starting? No. Since I don't have any Pokeballs yet, then whatever I encounter in this area does not count. So, like, I'm going to have a couple rules. So some of the rules, they say, like, because, okay, let me try to explain this. In past Pokemon games, encounters were entirely random. You did not see Pokemon in the real world. That's one of the things that this game changes, because now you do have random encounters a little bit, but you also have Pokemon appearing. So like this doesn't count because number one, it's forced, and number two, you can't catch it. So I can come back here later and catch something, but this doesn't count. But in this game, Pokemon appear in the actual world. So, people are debating like what's the best strategy for your first encounter, because you can see them, so that means you can make a choice. Well, some people are like, blindfold myself, I'll close, my eyes and run into the grass. And then some people are like, heck, just pick one. It's whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And I'm gonna go with that one because, hey, I want to be halfway. I'm half blind, so I already have my eyes half closed anyways. So that covers that a little bit. And so I'm halfway following that rule, and I'm halfway just kind of like gonna just go for the first Pokemon I see and be like, yo, I want to try to tame that one. So that's kind of the idea. And I think in Route 1, the cool thing about Route 1 is, if you didn't know, it's a guaranteed catch, which means that you don't have to fight it. You can just catch it. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, that's the idea. And we'll get into because there's a lot to this. Like, there's the wild area that changes up everything. That's a huge area. So I'm trying to think about what the best way to go about that is. There are Dynamax dens, max raid battles, all that kind of stuff. Do I catch those? What do those count as? I'm trying to think of cool different rules I can do. Because on one hand, I want to make this challenging. On the other hand, I want to be able to catch Pokemon. So, and make it fun and name them and, do all that. So I'm just trying to figure out what I think the best strategy is. There are plenty of areas in the game. Unfortunately, they're I don't know, the wild area kind of does change that up quite a lot. And also, I'm not going to do any trades with other players, so no wonder trades. I'm not going to cheat. I feel like that's a little bit cheaty to do that. I will grind a little bit, maybe a little bit off screen. I'll do some grinding. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it in the game. Because honestly, it doesn't take long in this game to level up. It's not like I got to sit here for hours on end and grind up to level up. You level up really fast. And I can probably do some max raid battles, not necessarily catch them, but I can, do some and get some candies, and that make things easier. Plus, I like doing max raid battles. I think they're fun. There are a couple exceptions to the rule because of Pokemon Home now. Obviously, I'm not going to trade any Pokemon in from there. But if my Pokemon die, I'm not going to release them. I'm going to put them in my storage, and they're just going to be in the graveyard until the end of the game, and then after that, I'll keep them or whatever. But until the end of the game, I just won't use them anymore. Because I don't know, I don't want to waste. I feel like it's a waste to if I have a Pokemon that's high level and it dies and I have to actually get rid of it. I don't know. But it'll be dead in the series. It'll be dead in the playthrough until the end. And then we'll use the Dragon Balls and wish back all of our fainted Pokemon brethren. And they'll be back. Oh, crap. My attacks don't work on him. or her. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It doesn't really say. Or does it say? Did it say up there? No, we don't know what it is. So, so I'm not gonna like release them. I'm just gonna put them in the PC in the graveyard section, which is kind of sad. But and then if I see any shinies, I don't care what it is. Now I might not recognize them, so it's gonna be funny if I do this and I encounter a shiny Pokemon. You guys like, you totally just missed that was the shiny. That could happen, but if I do notice that I am encountering a shiny Pokemon, I'm going to try to catch it no matter what, because it's a shiny and they're rare, and that's a big deal to me. So, but I won't use them if they don't apply, if they are outside of the rules. So just know those are a couple of the exceptions to the rules, because like I said, don't want to waste any time or miss out any crazy rare opportunities. So, yeah, that's kind of the idea. What I'm thinking about what I'm thinking for the wild area is for each, because like I guess the wild area has sub areas. I can catch one Pokemon in each of the sub areas, and then for max raid battles, maybe I can do something like for every gym badge that I earn, I can catch one Pokemon from a raid den. I don't know if that'll make things too easy, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's just a few extra, and that way I can catch Pokemon and still have fun with that. But also, the challenge is still there, because if any of them faint, they're gone. I don't know what you do. I guess you just lose if all of your Pokemon faint, right? Is that what happens? Like you're just done? Because that's crazy. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But this might turn into a how long until I get knocked out series, like the old Punch-Out series that I did. But either way, we're all good now. I think we're all healed up. I need to just make absolutely sure. Since I'm not reading any of the text, I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going right now. So we're just going to follow the path. And I think we're actually going to go meet with... let's see what's up. Oh, wait. So we're not going this way yet. Oh, I got to go talk to my mom, I think. See, if I read the dialogue, I would know what to do. But if you guys ever watch me play World of Warcraft, you know that I never read quest text. That's not how I do things. I don't read instruction manuals. I just go right in and start building. That's how I do things. That's not true. I actually always read instruction manuals. You can ask my wife. I am very big about following the instructions, and I think the people that don't are stupid. So, but that doesn't apply to me in video games. In video games, I don't read anything because I'm too lazy. And plus, people just jabber on forever. I ain't got time. I got game to play. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to play. So, okay, we talked to Mom. I think she might have given us some stuff. Nope, I'm not trying to save yet. Bag. See, like, my options are all out of whack right now. Okay, so, look at this. The game has begun. We now have Pokeballs. So that's crazy. Okay, so we have Pokeballs now, which means that the Nuzlocke has begun. And yeah, so the first Pokemon we encounter here is one I have to try to catch. Hop's going to obviously get in my way and talk more. That's the only problem with this guy. He just likes to keep talking and interrupting my fun. Whoa, okay, so we do have to go through the grass. Now, I want to catch a Rookidee, but I also want to catch a Wooloo. But I really want to catch a Rookidee, so I'm going to do that. That's the plan. Sup, dude? You're going to become my second Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure that I can just throw the Pokeball now since it's on Route 1, and it should just be a guaranteed catch. So that's what we're going to try to do. I think the rules are if I can keep trying to catch him, but if I cause him to faint and I don't catch him, then I can't catch anything else in the area. That's some rough rules right there. But either way, we caught the Rookidee, and I've got the most original name for Rookidee ever. You're gonna love it. It's like you could never see it coming. We're just gonna name him Rook. That's what I like the name, so that's what I want to go with. So his name's Rook. So we've got Blitz and we've got Rook, and now sadly, look, this is killing me because I catch everything, right? But I can't catch anything else here, and that makes me sad. But we are going to go ahead and just knock everything else out. I'm sad that I can't catch a Wooloo. I don't really care about the squirrel too much because I think he's a little bit weird. But yeah, Rookidee and later on Corviknight is like one of my favorite Pokemon from this series. Now, if I like knew anything about this game, I'm sure I could like plan this out and know which area I can catch a Pokemon in, and know, well, Route 9 has Rookies there. You could just catch it there and get your Wooloo now. But I don't know enough about how the rules work, and I don't know enough about how this game works to do that. So either way, we have a Rookity. I'm excited, and I'm just gonna like kind of level up my bird by fighting with my bunny. And see, I gotta be careful now, so I gotta keep watching that health down there, because I can get lazy. Because like what I usually do is I just kind of go like blitzkrieg mode or whatever. I don't know if that even makes sense, but like I just like have my Pokemon fight until they faint, and then go back and heal them, and then keep going, because that's how I roll. That's my style. It's probably not nice to my Pokemon, but that's what I do. And I can't do that now. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna get my guys killed. So we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna go ahead and we got quick attack now, but I think I always assume that Ember, or like whatever your like Ember, Bubble, Water Gun, whatever it is that your Pokemon has, is the strongest attack. I don't know if that's right. So I'm sure you guys are probably better at this game than I am. So feel free to give me tips at any time. Yeah, I mean, if you've checked out I did a video a couple weeks ago about I talked about this game a little bit. It was how Minecraft taught me something about myself, about how I play games, and I talked about this game and how easy it is to level up, and it is. So there's Wooloo. It's kind of sad that he's here, but it's very easy to level up in this game, which I think in theory will make this Nuzlocke a lot easier, obviously, especially because of EXP share, max raid battles, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like we're gonna probably level up pretty easily, out level things a little bit, but that might be the safe thing. So look, I gotta watch that XP down there, and use a potion. Like I probably want to stay out of range of, like, if he gets a critical hit on me, then I'm toast. Okay, but he's gonna use Defense Curl, so like I don't want to grind too much and let my Pokemon get too weak. So I want to probably buy up a lot of potions so that I have them. Obviously, we don't even need revives, so I'll sell those. But we want to have a good supply of Pokeballs too, because we don't want to like run out and then not be able to catch the Pokemon that we're fighting, that we're trying to catch. That would suck. That would kind of kill the area. So we don't want to do that either. But I also don't want to like overuse my potions. And also I want to hang on to these other items, because like I never use like Paralyze Heals. I know it's dumb. Probably very useful items to keep using. But I tend to just power through and not use them. So either way, here we are. We made it. All of our Pokemon are alive. We've made it to the first town. So we're not complete scrubs yet. We're going to go ahead and go and see if we can find any items. I think there is an item back here. Oh, hi, Leon. How you doing, brother? Can you just get out of my way? I don't really care. I know everybody else thinks that you're awesome, but I have Pokemon to catch here. All right. So, anyways, this is where we meet Is it Sophia? I think. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is another one of my favorite Pokemon, Yamper. I don't know if I'm going to catch him or not. I think I need to catch the turtle, the water type. We need to get a water type as quickly as possible for the fire gym. But one thing that's going to be a little bit giving me an advantage, and it's a little bit, I don't know, but it's fine. But any Pokemon that I'm given obviously count. And I know that because I own Let's Go Pikachu, that I'm going to get a Pikachu early on in the game. That's going to help out a lot too. So sorry if that's skating the line a little bit in terms of making things too easy, but I do get it in the game. I'm not trading for it. So that's one little thing that I will get. So that's going to cover battling certain types a little bit, as long as I don't get him knocked out. He's also a perfect IV Gigantamax Pikachu, which is crazy that they gave that to you. But yeah, so we're going to get him. So that's going to help us with the water gym. We've got Scorbunny to help us with the first gym. We need a water type Pokemon to help us with the later gym. So let's see, where am I going? Okay, we can leave now. So she gave us our... Okay, I'll find the exit, I promise. She gave us our Pokedex. then this guy's like, hey, what's going on? And you're a trainer, right? Here's a potion. Thanks, dude. That actually helps out a lot. All right, so let's see. Can I go? Can I? Okay. I think there might be an item back here. And maybe. Yep, there it is. Rare candy. That, you know what? I don't like to use those early on, but we'll keep it. It'll come in handy later. All right, so let's go to the Pokemart. And oh, good. Hey, Hop. Hey, bud. How you doing? You and your brother just like to kill my flow. But you know what? You're trying to be helpful, so I guess I can't be too mean. I'm mean to Leon because I can't stand him, but I'm nice to Hop because everybody else is mean to Hop, and I feel bad for him. All right, so yeah, so we're at the Pokemon Center. I know how Pokemon Centers work. We all know how Pokemon Centers work, but it's kind of nice because everything is now in the Pokemon Center. So you got all this cool stuff you can do with the PC. You've got the move raiders and the move learners, name raiders, all those guys. And you got the shop here. So first things first, I don't even know if we need to do this, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to heal up our Pokemon, and then we're going to go shopping. And I need to think seriously about what all we need to buy. So let's see. I always do that every time. All right. What's up? Am I talking to the guy or the lady? I don't even know. Okay, so talking to the guy. Okay, let's see if there's anything we need to sell. We've got 4 Pokeballs, rare candy. Nope, we can't sell anything yet, but we do want to buy some stuff. So I'm going to buy a bunch of potions. I like to have nice round numbers. I think 15 will be a good start. And we can't buy Pokeballs yet. That's interesting. I don't think I need anything else right now. I might regret this later. Obviously, we don't need revives, but I definitely want to try to get a nice starting supply of potions. And I think that's good for now. Hopefully, we can always come back. There are this place is like Starbucks. It's on every corner, so it's not like we can't go shopping anytime. But we're going to start with that for now, and we're going to continue our adventures, catching more Pokemon, moving on to Route 2, hopefully getting to the wild area sooner or later. We will be doing that next time. So I hope that you guys are excited. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, wait a minute. This just in. I was about to wrap up this episode, but I guess instead Hop is going to be like, let's fight. Oh, wait, never mind. Just kidding. So no, this really is the end. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited about this series. I hope you guys are excited like I am, and I hope it's fun watching because it's certainly a lot of fun playing, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.